an irritator tool that simply works. Check it out, it's here for you. Route Idiot is cool, is awesome. Route Idiot is cool, is awesome. Route Idiot is cool, is awesome. Route Idiot, install it now.
If you are looking for an idiot-proof route planner that you can understand immediately without time-consuming training, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to the basic tutorial for Route Idiot. In this video, you'll learn how to install this app and get started. Enjoy! The basis for Route Idiot was the Windows Store app track of the day. We have broken them down into all their individual parts and created a new route planner without overhead that really everyone understands. In this app, there are only functions that you absolutely need for route planning. Wacky functions such as Google Street View database, weather forecasts, artificial intelligence, and much more are not available here. If you want to have all this at some point, you can go up to Track of the Day for free. Let's start with the installation. You open the website routeidiot.com and click on Install Now. You can see how it works here. Now you start Route Idiot for the first time. Here we now see the user interface. There's a simple main menu. On top of the menu you'll find a search box. You can choose between fast and twisty routing, and select a map. Below the search field, the quick routing can be started. More on that later. At the top right edge, the user interface can be enlarged and reduced. This can be done in steps of 10% each or by turning the mouse wheel while holding down the control button. On the far left there are two lists for tracks and routes. Tracks and routes look very similar but are very different. Normally, you record tracks to be able to see where you have been later. Routes are used for navigation. Routes can be recalculated on a navigation device, tracks cannot. The topic of navigation is complex and every manufacturer does something different here. Almost all devices and apps can load routes, but usually you recalculate them, so that the route often results in a different route than you saw when planning. Route Idiot counters this with the AR function for route export. With an AR export, additional route points are interspersed so that each recalculation is as close as possible to the original planning. Devices from Garmin, TomTom, and the new BMW Connected Ride Navigator can therefore also load and display tracks. The advantages and disadvantages of using tracks will be explained in a later video. At this point, only the note that with Route Idiot, you can convert tracks into routes and routes into tracks. When exporting planned routes, you can export one or more tracks in addition to the route. More on this later. For the full range of functions, we first install a Pro license from the Track of the Day web shop. This allows us to unlock all functions and later switch to Track of the Day for free if necessary. From the main menu we open the settings. In the General Settings section, in the upper left, we click on License Keys. The web shop of Track of the Day opens. Now we order a free Pro license with a term of 7 days. The shop system automatically sends an email to the specified email address with an invoice and the license key. In this email, we double-click on the license key and select Copy. The long string is now in the Windows clipboard. We close the email and web shop and click on the button with the pen in the settings at the top right. The dialog for managing the licenses opens. Here we insert the license key. We have to make sure that there are no spaces or special characters at the end. Now we'll enter a nickname, our email address, and a password. Then we click on Register License. The license is now registered in the cloud by Track of the Day and is now valid for the specified period. Once this period has expired, you don't have to do anything else. Route Idiot is automatically functionally limited again. A new license can be purchased and registered at any time. After registering, you should save the credentials so that the license can be restored if something needs to be reinstalled. Each license can only be registered once in the cloud.
I'm in love with my Mac. It's such a cool machine. I know it is expensive and it will be obsolete soon. I'm in love with my Mac. I'm in love with this thing. I love the design, but I hate the price. Parallel desktop, I can start Windows, and on Windows I can install. I can install.
However, up to 10 installations are possible on private computers. For additional private installations, load the previously saved access data and click on Restore License. Route Idiot and Track of the Day can be installed in parallel on the same computer. If you don't feel familiar with the route planning process, you can slowly approach this complex topic with this very simple app. Okay, let's start planning a first route. There are different ways to do this. For the first example, we'll use the search function for city names. We want to ride a motorcycle from Lake Geneva to Nice in the south of France, and start in Thonon-les-Bains. In the search we enter Thonon, and click on the icon for the start of a route. After that, we enter Nice and click on the icon for the end of a route. Start and destination are now sent to the Microsoft Azure Maps routing service, and shortly afterwards the result is displayed. Now we improve the route and enter city names such as Val d'Isère, Briançon and Pion. For the hits, we click on the symbol to insert a new route point. With minimal effort, we have now created a first super curvy motorcycle route that will be really a lot of fun. Now this route is to be exported to the new BMW Connected Ride Navigator as an example. The CRN is excellent at navigating with tracks. If you encounter unexpected obstacles during the tour, you can avoid them and the navigator will automatically guide you back to the track. This works very well and is the most important feature of the new BMW CRN and the associated BMW app. For export, we connect the CRN to our computer via a USB cable. Then, in the settings, we open the device section and click on Automatically Detect Supported Devices. The CRN will now be detected and added to the list of known devices. In the future, it will be automatically detected when a USB connection is established. We close the settings and click on Export Route in the main menu under Route. The Export Route dialog opens. We turn off the filter and select the preset for the BMW CRN here. We can see that a USB cable will be used due to the USB symbol in the title bar. We can see which settings are used for the export by clicking on the pencil icon in the upper right corner. Each export setting has 3 tabs. There the settings can be configured, and sample images can be added. In addition, a description can be created. For our example, we export a GPX route and an additional GPX track. It is important to understand that track and route are included in the same GPX file here. GPX files are like a zip archive, which is important. With a zip archive, it is not important what it is called, only what is contained in it is decisive. A common mistake is to rename a GPX file and be surprised that a route still has the same name as in route planning later. If you want to rename the name of a track or route, you have to do so within Retidiot's lists of tracks and routes, or use a separate text editor. Let's come to the second example. Now we are planning a route for a holiday in Lanzarote. In the search field, we do not enter anything and click on the icon with the small magnifying glass. Google Maps will open. Here we log in and now see all the places we have marked on Google Maps in the past. I now zoom in on the Google map and find the company Lanzarote Moto Rental in Puerto del Carmen, which I have marked earlier. Here I can now change the maps and view everything via Google Street View. Windows 11 offers a simple feature for docking to the corners of the desktop. I use this to arrange the Google window on the left and the main window on the right. In the main window, I now hide everything I don't need. I only see the map now. To start a new motorcycle tour here, I click on the symbol for Start Route here in the navigation bar of the web browser. The starting point is now displayed on the map. In the Google map, I now select the places in turn that I marked in earlier research in Google Maps. For each location, I click on the symbol for route. The new route point will be visible on the map, and the route will be expanded to that point. If you are logged into Google, you can activate the globe view and then use the satellite map in a 3D view, which is really cool. Once the route is finished, I can close the Google window and enlarge Route Idiot again to full screen and show everything again. Let's move on to the third example. Now we are planning a route for a visit to the curved paradise of Gran Canaria. If neither a track nor a route is selected, the Create Route button is displayed below the search field. If you click here, the Quick Route Creation opens, the Quick Routing. This form of route creation is very suitable if you already have local knowledge or want to select roads based on their course. Before we start, we select the Top Plus map, which also shows small winding side roads very nicely. Now we put together a round trip with just a few clicks. We start in the capital Las Palmas and extend the route by another segment with each click until it leads back to the starting point. With the inspector, we can display the elevation profile of the route. In the info line you can see the distance and the estimated travel time. All route points can be moved freely to change the route. To complete the route planning, we click on the button with the plus symbol. The new route is now displayed in the list of routes and can now be exported to a navigation device. Now I would like to use a route in the Pyrenees to show a form of route planning that combines everything that is possible in this app. The starting point will be Perpignan in the sunny south of France. We look for a hotel with Google Maps and start the route there. Now we select the Michelin map, on which touristically attractive roads are marked with an additional green line. If you now click on the map with the mouse, a small pop-up opens that offers various actions. You can open the route editor, add a new point to the end of the route, insert a via point between two route points, move the selected route point or insert a new route point after the active route point. I now open the route editor, which lists all waypoints in a table and offers many other options. Users of Garmin devices can activate auto shaping or manual shaping here. In auto mode, all points between start and finish are initially a shaping point. If you configure a pause at a route point, it automatically becomes a via point. In the Garmin world, these points are also called alarm points because they have to be approached or explicitly skipped. Such an alarm is symbolized by a small speaker symbol. In the route editor, the order of the waypoints can be easily changed. There is an address search, and you can also set the names of the route points manually. Finally, I would like to mention that this application uses a special caching mechanism. All newly created tracks and routes are automatically saved to the hard drive of the local computer and loaded again at the next start. If you have accidentally deleted a route or track within RouteIdiot, you can load this element from the cache directory by dragging and dropping it in most cases. How to find the cache directory can be seen here. If you sort the displayed GPX files by date and time, you can easily find the last created element. All GPX files can be opened directly via drag and drop. Here you can see how it works. All the actions shown here work in the same way in the much more complex product track of the day. So if you can handle RouteIdiot, you can also serve track of the day. If you have any questions or problems, you can find quick help on Facebook in the Track of the Day community. Thank you very much for watching and have fun and success using this very simple new route planner.